So I wanted to do a video to hype up a really good book I think everybody should read. Surprised I haven't discovered this sooner, but and I got it on audiobook. I'm an auditory learner, so I like to listen to a book versus reading it because I uh I can retain more when I listen to it. But anyway, it's on audiobook. It's written by Dr. John Gray. He's the one that wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And while that's a really good book, it's more of a foundation, um, uh, regarding men and women. But this new book, I don't know how new it is, but the newer version, it's called Beyond Mars and Venus. And it's phenomenal. It will totally open up your eyes to how men think, what men need, how women think, what women need. I think he co-authored with his daughter Lauren, but one thing that keeps standing out to me from this book um, is just the basic stuff that we all too often all of us miss regarding men and women. It's even showed me about myself. It kind of put into words, how women are in general, and obviously I'm a woman, so I was pretty enlightened with it. But um, anyway, there are, you know, there's a place to start. Somebody has to start somewhere, and if it's us, if it's me, if it's whoever's listening to this, regarding your relationship, it might have to start with you. And I know that, as a society, you know just generally speaking, we we have this, a lot of us have this attitude, well, they should do this, and I shouldn't do it. I've done this much and they should do it. Well, while that might be true, but the other person's probably feeling the same way. So really and truly, if you want to improve your marriage, or if you're in a relationship, I definitely recommend this book. It's so enlightening. It's probably the best books I've ever read regarding relationships. And just a little backstory of me. After my first marriage, uh, I went into this, um, for 5 years, focusing on raising my kids, focusing on going to college and healing myself and really trying to understand, what I need to do for myself. And the journey has not stopped, guys. I learn all the time new things about myself and about the opposite sex. At that time, I read a book that stands out to me, called um, His Needs, Her Needs. I think Chapman wrote. I don't remember exactly who wrote it, but anyway, um, this book has definitely opened my eyes, and I just wanted to go over the core, kind of. I don't like to say expectations, but what men and what women need. For one, uh, men need to feel appreciated. That's huge. They need, and I'll let you on a secret, women, and it's so true, it's so subtle, but it's really true. Men, your man, our men want, if they love us, and if we're, obviously if you're in a marriage, this is not dating, this is if you're in a relationship, they want to feel appreciated. They want to make us happy. Us being happy makes them happy. And it sounds so simple, but it is. And it's just crazy how it was like, wow, it's amazing how, um, how different men and women think. But so our men want us to be happy, and it's fulfilling to him if he knows he can be he could be the one to make us happy. Um, And that's not to say, going into a relationship, you should already be happy. It's not anybody's job to be the source of your happiness, but to make you happier. So, and what that means is, showing gratitude to him, showing appreciation, letting him know he's doing really good, letting him know that you're happy, things like that. Um, Oftentimes men, you know, uh, they may not know how to communicate that, just like we don't know how to communicate what we need because we really don't know. I'm 43 and I'm just saying, oh, yeah, that makes so much sense. Listening to this book, the really things that I need, and I was able to pinpoint by listening to this book, like, oh my gosh, why did it take me so long to get it? But everything happens for a reason. And I think if you seek, you'll find. If, I want to learn, going into a new relationship, once that happens, I want to be prepared. I want to know what I need to know about the opposite sex so that I can do the best that I can. I'm a good learner. I always like to learn. So, appreciation. He wants to know that you trust him. Um, and I can say as a female, that's important to me as well. So, this may not be specifically for a certain gender, but generally speaking, appreciation, trust, to know that you're happy. Um, and just for women, I can't think of the other one offhand, but for women, a woman needs to be able to talk. And the equivalence of that is, how when men, when you come home from work and you need to unwind, you need to take a time out by yourself, go into your cave or whatnot. A woman, when she gets home and lets out a long sigh, she wants to just vent about her day. And I think where we get confused sometimes is it's often misinterpreted that we're complaining or we're bitching at our husband or our boyfriend or whatever, about whatever's going on in our life, and he's taking that personally. That's not the case, guys. For the most part, a woman just needs to be heard. We need somebody to listen to us, not to give us advice all the time. That's good, but there's a time and place for that. A lot of us just want to vent. We need to talk. We need to express ourselves. And if that gets shut down because you're taking it personally, then, that's not good. That's saying that you're not willing to just listen to her. And that's really all we need is someone to talk to. You know, a woman needs to be respected, and in that meaning, respect kind of goes. It's just respecting her in general. Just um, as far as like boundaries are concerned, or respecting her and honoring her, that kind of goes hand in hand. Um, a woman also needs, she needs compassion and caring, but that's not something that she absolutely has to have all the time from her boyfriend or her husband. But she can find that in other places, like with other female friends. Um, to be understood, to, and when you're listening, like I was saying earlier, you don't have to always give advice. Women just need, in general, for you to just listen to them. Um, and it doesn't necessarily mean that whatever she's saying has any bearing on you whatsoever. Um, And I want to kind of like, when I do another video, it's going to be like being more specific about these different areas. Um, you know, that's it. Pretty much in a nutshell. Like, a man needs to be appreciated. He needs to be, I just lost my train of thought. He needs to be appreciated. He needs, um, to know that he's making you happy. He needs to be trusted. And a woman needs to be heard, understood, valued and honored and respected, and cared for, feeling like she's cared for. So, it's no surprise that a lot of women, especially single moms, they have a love language of acts of service. That's my love language. It's awesome feeling to have somebody help you out and do stuff for you, because I've been doing it so long. I'm tired. A lot of us are. We're tired of doing everything. And then women also, allow yourself to be vulnerable when when you're, a lot of times when someone is not vulnerable, they will prevent people from doing things that are you know regarding their love language, or knowing these principles and knowing these different aspects of a relationship. I don't want to share them, for manipulation. If it's not genuine, if whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to feel it, you're going to know. I really believe that. Um, so anyway, I'm just really excited about that book. I'm going to listen to it again. So, and he has other ones too on different types of relationships. So anyway, I thought I would share that. I haven't done a video in a couple weeks, so I hope you guys have a good evening. Bye.